One of the things that troubles me the most is that we don't yet have a truly affordable car, and that is something that we will make in the future. We're confident we can make a very compelling $25,000 electric vehicle.
Elon Musk's vision for Tesla has always been bold and progressive. In 2024, Musk announced the upcoming EV in their roster with a shocking price of $25,000, the cheapest among Tesla's compact EV designs. This affordable Tesla Model 2 is about to take over the industry with its minimalist aesthetic yet high-performing engine. Are you ready for the upgrade without price increase? Let's start digging in. The cheapest Tesla ever, and why that's a big deal. Let's face it, when most people think of Tesla, they don't exactly think budget-friendly. These are cars that have, until now, kind of lived in the aspirational purchase category. Even the so-called affordable Model 3 can easily cross $40,000 once you start adding options. So when talk of a $25,000 Tesla, unofficially known as the Model 2, started circulating, people took notice. Not just because of the price, but because of what it represents. Tesla's first real attempt to create a mass-market electric vehicle that doesn't require a second mortgage. So what's the deal? Is Tesla really making a car that regular people can afford? The short answer, yes. The longer answer, it's complicated, but exciting. The Model 2 is expected to be Tesla's cheapest car ever, coming in at around $25,000. That would make it a full $15,000 less than the current base Model 3. And we're not talking about some stripped-down, golf cart-looking EV either. This is still a Tesla. Clean design, solid performance, futuristic tech, and the all-important supercharger access. It's just smaller, simpler, and way more efficient to build. And that's the real story here. How Tesla plans to make the Model 2 cheaper without making it feel cheap. The answer lies in manufacturing, something Tesla has been obsessively refining over the past few years. You've probably heard of their Geiger casting approach, where huge parts of the car's chassis are made using a single giant cast, instead of welding together dozens of smaller parts. This cuts down on time, materials, labor, and costs, all while making the car stronger and lighter. For the Model 2, Tesla is expected to push this even further, using an entirely new generation of vehicle platform, often referred to as the third-generation platform internally. This is being designed from the ground up to be fast and cheap to build. We're talking about cutting production time in half and slashing factory costs by as much as 50%. That's how Tesla plans to make the Model 2 affordable and profitable, a rare combo in the EV world. Then there's the battery tech. Batteries are still the most expensive part of any EV, but Tesla's been hard at work on its new 4680 battery cells, which are supposed to be cheaper, lighter, and more energy-dense than the older ones. These new cells, paired with a more compact and efficient vehicle, could seriously reduce costs while still delivering solid range, likely in the 250 to 300-mile ballpark, which is more than enough for most people. Of course, part of keeping the Model 2 cheap will mean cutting out some of the flash. Don't expect a crazy high-end interior, expensive materials, or unnecessary luxury features. You're probably getting one screen, basic speakers, and cloth or vegan leather seats. But here's the thing. Tesla has built a reputation on minimalism. People expect simplicity from a Tesla, and that makes it a lot easier to keep things lean without it feeling like a downgrade. And while the base model will likely be pretty bare bones, it's still going to feel like a Tesla because of what matters most: the software, the drive experience, and the charging network. Even the cheapest Model 2 will still benefit from Tesla's over-the-air updates, its snappy touchscreen UI, and access to the supercharger network. That alone makes it more usable and appealing than many other budget EVs that come with compromises baked in. But maybe the biggest impact of the Model 2 isn't about the price tag itself. It's about who can finally buy a Tesla. For years, owning a Tesla has been something of a status symbol. The Model 2 shifts that dynamic completely. This car is for students, for families on a budget, for rideshare drivers, for people who've never owned an EV before. It's for everyone. And if Tesla hits that $25,000 price point, and especially if tax credits or incentives apply, it becomes more than just a car. It becomes a gateway. Of course, there are still a lot of ifs. Tesla has a history of delays, bold promises, and ambitious timelines. The Model 2 might not hit roads exactly when Elon Musk says it will, and the $25,000 price tag might creep up by the time it actually ships. But even if it ends up at $27K or $28K, it's still a massive shift in what an affordable EV can look like. Tesla Model 2. A car built for the world. First, are the sales picking up for the company? One of the most significant contributors to Tesla's success, despite this downturn, has been the Model Y. The compact SUV remained Tesla's most popular model and became the best-selling car worldwide in 2024, with over 1.09 million units sold. The Model Y narrowly surpassed the Toyota Corolla, which recorded 1.08 million units sold, cementing its position as the top-selling vehicle globally. The Model 3, another key player in Tesla's lineup, also maintained solid performance and helped offset some of the challenges Tesla faced in other markets. Tesla's global sales picture is not uniform across all regions. In the United States, the company experienced a modest increase in sales, with the Model Y continuing to dominate the EV market. However, the broader US market faced challenges such as higher EV prices and a limited number of low-cost models, which have made it difficult for Tesla to maintain its previously high growth rates. Meanwhile, Tesla saw a decline in its sales in China, one of its largest markets. Sales fell by 8.56% year-on-year, with retail sales dropping to 28,000 units in April 2024. In Europe, the situation was similarly challenging, as the market experienced stagnation in EV growth. This was attributed to fading subsidies for electric vehicles and the increasing competition from other automakers entering the EV space. Tesla's competitors, such as BYD, have also put pressure on Tesla's market share. In 2024, BYD overtook Tesla as the global leader in EV sales, capturing 16% of the market compared to Tesla's 14%. BYD's rise has been attributed to its broad range of electric vehicles and its aggressive expansion into international markets, providing stiff competition to Tesla in both established and emerging markets. Despite these challenges, Tesla continues to innovate and expand. The company remains committed to improving its product offerings and exploring new markets, which will likely help it regain momentum in the highly competitive EV landscape. As the global demand for electric vehicles grows and more automakers enter the fray, Tesla's ability to remain at the cutting edge of EV technology will be crucial for maintaining its position as a leader in the industry. One of the most exciting things about the Tesla Model 2 isn't just the fact that it's cheap, it's that it's being designed with a truly global audience in mind. Until now, Tesla's vehicles have mostly catered to markets like the US and parts of Europe, where larger, more expensive cars are still relatively common, but the Model 2 changes that. This isn't just a smaller car for city driving. It's a statement that Tesla is ready to go all in on the global EV market. Will the world expect good distribution of Model 2? In places like China, India, South America, and much of Europe, compact and affordable cars are the norm. Streets are narrower, traffic is heavier, and fuel costs are higher. Big sedans and SUVs don't always make sense, either financially or practically. People in these regions want something that's efficient, affordable, easy to park, and cheap to maintain, but also something that doesn't feel outdated or dull. That's where the Model 2 comes in. It's designed to hit that sweet spot, small enough to be nimble and efficient, but still smart, sleek, and packed with the tech Tesla is known for. And Tesla's not just hoping this car will appeal globally, they're actually building it with that purpose from day one. One of the key moves in this strategy is setting up production at Tesla's new Gigafactory in Mexico. This is a smart play on multiple levels. First, it helps keep manufacturing costs down, thanks to lower labor and production expenses compared to factories in the US or Europe. That savings can be passed on to the buyer, helping Tesla hit its target $25,000 price tag without cutting corners. But the location also makes logistical sense. Mexico is close enough to serve the US market easily, but it also gives Tesla a more strategic launchpad to serve Central and South America. On top of that, building cars in Mexico potentially allows Tesla to avoid certain tariffs and trade restrictions, making the Model 2 even more competitively priced in global markets. This isn't just about expansion, it's about inclusion. Tesla knows the future of electric vehicles isn't just about selling more cars in California or Germany. It's about making EVs accessible to millions of people in growing markets where combustion engines still rule the roads. If Tesla can offer a stylish, long-range, tech-savvy EV for the same price, or even less, than a gas-powered compact car in countries like India or Brazil, it could completely upend the car market there. And Tesla's global mindset goes beyond just production and pricing. The Model 2 could also become the company's test case for full autonomy at scale. Elon Musk has teased the idea that this car might not even have a steering wheel in future versions. Don't worry, early versions will definitely have one, and that it could form the backbone of Tesla's long-promised robo-taxi network. In countries with dense urban environments and high demand for ride-sharing and low-cost mobility, that could be revolutionary. Of course, launching globally isn't without its challenges. Different markets have different safety standards, road conditions, climate needs, and even driving habits. Tesla will likely have to tweak the Model 2 slightly depending on where it's sold. Left-hand drive versus right-hand drive, local language settings, and maybe even battery configurations suited to different climates. But the core idea remains the same. A smart, affordable EV that feels like a Tesla but costs what a regular person can actually afford. In the big picture, the Model 2 is more than just Tesla's cheapest car. It's their most democratic. It's not about building the best car in the world anymore. It's about building the best car for the world. And that's a much bigger deal. A design revolution in a compact shell. Let's talk about the car that's not even officially named Model 2, but everyone's calling it that anyway. It's Tesla's rumored and highly anticipated entry-level EV that's supposed to make electric vehicles truly mainstream. While Elon Musk has been coy about the name and specific details, we've seen enough leaks, renders, and design hints to start talking seriously about what this car might look like, and more importantly, what it means in the world of automotive design. Now, Tesla's always had a distinct design language. Clean, minimalist, almost futuristic. It's like the Apple of the auto industry. The Model S started it all with its sleek silhouette. The Model 3 trimmed it down. The Model X added drama. Hello, falcon wing doors. And the Model Y basically played it safe by blending in. But the Model 2, this one feels different. This is Tesla's shot at conquering urban streets, appealing to younger buyers, and proving that affordable doesn't have to mean boring. Is it a compact Tesla? From what we've gathered, the Model 2 is going to be smaller than the Model 3, possibly a compact hatchback or a mini sedan, depending on who you ask. That alone is a big shift for Tesla, which has mostly dealt in mid to large-sized vehicles. The proportions are likely to be tighter, more agile, city-friendly. Think of something that can squeeze into a tight parallel parking spot in downtown Berlin, or navigate traffic in LA without feeling like a spaceship. The front end is expected to keep Tesla's now iconic grille-less nose, but maybe with a slightly more rounded and playful vibe. If the Cybertruck was all hard angles and brute force, the Model 2 will be soft curves and friendly presence. It's got to appeal to students, young professionals, first-time EV buyers, not just techies and green warriors. One of Tesla's strongest design features has always been simplicity. No aggressive vents, no over-the-top spoilers, no unnecessary chrome. That'll likely continue with the Model 2. Smooth, uninterrupted surfaces, flush door handles, probably a panoramic roof option, if not standard. It's minimalism that says, I'm modern and intelligent, not trying too hard. What sets Tesla apart here is how this simplicity isn't boring. It's clean and confident. In a market where compact cars often look like they're trying to overcompensate with wild lines and unnecessary detailing, the Model 2 will probably walk in like, relax, I've got this. The living room on wheels. If you've ever sat in a Model 3 or Y, you know the cabin is like something out of a Scandinavian furniture showroom. Big center screen, barely any buttons, vegan leather everywhere. That same interior ethos will almost certainly carry over to the Model 2, though maybe scaled back slightly for cost reasons. Expect a central touchscreen, maybe a bit smaller, maybe just as large, with most controls tucked in there. Hopefully, they'll learn from past feedback and make climate controls and some drive features more intuitive. Maybe even throw in a bit of playful customization, colorful trim options, mood lighting, something to let this car reflect a bit more personality. The real challenge and opportunity lies in packaging. A small EV doesn't have to feel cramped. Without a big engine or transmission tunnel, Tesla can get creative with space. Fold flat seats? Clever storage? Who knows? Maybe a frunk and a trunk. One of the worries whenever a premium brand goes affordable is that everything suddenly starts to feel cheap. Plastic overload, hollow panels. Tesla can't afford that, both figuratively and literally. The Model 2 will have to walk that tightrope of using cost-effective materials without losing the sense of quality and future-forward design. It's likely to include a lot of hard plastics, sure, but expect them to be textured or styled in a way that doesn't scream budget rental car. A clean dashboard with hidden vents, like in the Model 3, fabric or synthetic materials with some flair, and maybe a few Easter eggs. Tesla loves their weird hidden touches. Will keep things fun. Here's where Tesla could really step up. The current lineup is pretty limited in color choices: white, black, silver, blue, red. That's fine for luxury sedans, but for a car aimed at a younger, broader audience, let's see some vibrant options. Matte finishes, maybe even playful interior color combos. Imagine a pastel green Model 2 with a cream interior. Clean, bold, and unlike anything else in its price bracket. If Tesla wants the Model 2 to resonate emotionally, not just logically, offering ways to personalize it could be a game changer. Here's the thing: design is about more than just aesthetics. It's about function, perception, and identity. The Model 2, as an affordable, entry-level EV, has the potential to reshape what cheap looks and feels like. This isn't about cutting corners, it's about redefining expectations. If Tesla nails the design, and early indications suggest they might, this car could do for EVs what the iPhone SE did for smartphones. Make cutting-edge tech truly accessible without watering down the experience. It's not going to be as dramatic as the Cybertruck, as luxurious as the Model S, or as versatile as the Model Y, but it doesn't need to be. The Model 2 just needs to be smart, clean, stylish, and confident, like the friend who shows up in sneakers and a hoodie, but still somehow looks cooler than everyone else in the room. The big question is, will Model 2 perform well, if not better, than the earlier models? Let's unfold this. Small car, big tech, surprising performance. Let's not get it twisted. Just because it's cheap, by Tesla standards, doesn't mean it's going to skimp on performance or tech. If anything, this little electric upstart might punch way above its weight class, delivering the kind of driving experience and innovation we're used to seeing in cars twice the price. So, let's break it down. What kind of performance can we really expect from the Model 2? And what kind of tech wizardry will it bring to the streets? First off, let's talk speed and range. Because even people buying budget EVs want to know they've got some zip under the hood, or under the floor, in this case. While Tesla hasn't released official specs yet, the general consensus is that the Model 2 will likely offer a single-motor, rear-wheel drive configuration as the base option. That said, Tesla has a habit of surprising us, so we could even see a dual-motor all-wheel drive variant later down the line. Don't expect ludicrous mode or Duru 60 in under 3 seconds, but something in the ballpark of Lu 60 in 6 to 7 seconds seems realistic for the base model. Quick enough to feel sporty off the line, especially with the instant torque that EVs are famous for. Range is another biggie. Tesla knows that even budget-conscious buyers have range anxiety, so it'll likely aim for a sweet spot that balances affordability and practicality. Right now, The guess is around 250 to 300 miles on a full charge for the base version. That would put the Model 2 solidly ahead of many competing compact EVs and firmly into daily driver without worry territory. Add in Tesla's supercharger network, which is still the best out there, and you've got a car that feels a lot more premium than its price tag suggests. Now, when it comes to technology, this is where Tesla tends to blow the doors off. Even if the Model 2 ends up being the most stripped-down Tesla ever, it'll still likely come packed with more tech than just about any other car in its class. Think massive central touchscreen, maybe slightly smaller than the Model 3's, but still the command center of everything. Over-the-air updates, wireless phone integration, and minimalistic software-forward design. And yes, autopilot is almost guaranteed to be on board in some form. Though, as with the other Teslas, you'll probably have to pay extra to unlock the full self-driving FSD capabilities. Speaking of FSD, here's where things get interesting. Tesla's vision for the Model 2 isn't just cheap electric car. Elon Musk has hinted that this could be Tesla's first truly autonomous vehicle, one designed from the ground up to be driven without a human behind the wheel. There was even talk of it not having a steering wheel or pedals at one point, though that might be more future fantasy than launch day reality. Still, the fact that Tesla is aiming to cram next-gen autonomy into an affordable car tells you everything you need to know about their strategy. The Model 2 isn't just a car. It's a testbed for Tesla's long-promised robo-taxi network. Another area where the Model 2 is likely to shine is software experience. Tesla's user interface is leagues ahead of most legacy automakers. From live traffic navigation and smart route planning to the quirky stuff like in-car gaming, streaming Netflix while parked, and customizable horn sounds, Tesla makes being in the car fun. Even if the Model 2 skips some of the flashier bells and whistles to keep costs down, the core software experience will likely still feel futuristic. Let's not forget about energy efficiency either. Because it's smaller and lighter than its bigger siblings, the Model 2 could end up being the most efficient Tesla ever made. That means more miles per kilowatt hour and cheaper driving overall. Combined with a potentially new generation of Tesla's 4680 battery cells, which are rumored to be cheaper and more energy dense, the Model 2 could offer incredible value both at the time of purchase and over the long run. Less money at the pump, plug, and more miles on the road. There's also speculation that Tesla will manufacture the Model 2 using its next-gen Geiger casting technology, which means fewer parts, faster production, and potentially better structural integrity. That's not just a win for Tesla's bottom line. It could also lead to a quieter ride, better crash safety, and a longer-lasting vehicle overall. So, where does all this leave us? Basically, the Model 2 is shaping up to be a small car with big ambitions. It's not going to rival the Model S Plaid for performance, and it's probably not going to feel like a spaceship inside, but it doesn't have to. What the Model 2 promises is democratized innovation, bringing high-end EV tech, respectable performance, and cutting-edge software to a mass-market audience. If Tesla can pull it off, and that's always the asterisk, it could be the car that finally pushes electric vehicles into true mainstream adoption. In the end, the Model 2 isn't just another EV. It's Tesla's attempt to do what no automaker has really nailed yet: build a small, affordable, tech-forward car that people actually want to drive. If it drives anything like its siblings and delivers even a portion of the technology we're expecting, it might just be the company's most important car yet. In a market full of cheap EVs. The electric vehicle market has come a long way in the past decade. What was once a niche dominated by early adopters and tech enthusiasts is now a rapidly growing industry full of competition from every corner of the globe. Tesla, the company that helped popularize EVs and turn them into a mainstream phenomenon, is preparing to enter a new phase with its rumored low-cost vehicle, the Tesla Model 2. But with an increasing number of cheap electric vehicles hitting the market, especially from China, many are asking, will the Tesla Model 2 actually sell? Tesla has long teased the idea of a compact, affordable EV, something around the $25,000 mark, that would appeal to the broader public. Currently, Tesla's most affordable car is the Model 3, which starts in the mid-$30,000 and can go much higher depending on the options selected. The Model 2 is expected to be a smaller hatchback or compact crossover that would serve as an entry point to Tesla ownership for millions of people. This car isn't officially confirmed yet, but Elon Musk and the Tesla team have hinted at it multiple times. The goal seems clear: expand Tesla's reach into the mass market and compete directly with budget EVs that are already finding success. The biggest challenge Tesla faces with the Model 2 is that it's entering a market that's already crowded and rapidly growing with affordable EVs. Chinese automakers like BYD, Wuling, and NIO have flooded the market with compact electric vehicles that are not only cheap, but increasingly reliable, stylish, and smart. The BYD Dolphin, for instance, is a popular hatchback priced well below $25,000 and is already being exported to Europe and other regions. In China, even ultra-budget EVs like the Wuling Mini EV, which can sell for as little as $5,000, are outselling Tesla in some regions. These companies benefit from low labor costs, massive government subsidies, and a head start in building compact city cars. Tesla, meanwhile, has focused more on premium models with longer range and cutting-edge tech. With that in mind, Tesla's entry into the low-cost EV segment is going to be anything but easy. Despite the growing number of affordable EV options, Tesla still has several advantages that could help the Model 2 stand out. First, Tesla's brand power is enormous. It has become synonymous with EVs in many parts of the world. While other automakers may offer cheaper cars, many buyers still perceive Tesla as a status symbol, a blend of performance, design, and innovation. Second, Tesla's supercharger network is a major selling point. Unlike other automakers, Tesla has invested heavily in its own reliable charging infrastructure. This reduces range anxiety and makes Tesla ownership more convenient, especially in areas where third-party chargers are scarce or unreliable. Third, Tesla's software and user experience are still among the best in the industry. Over-the-air updates, smart features like Sentry Mode, and a sleek, minimalistic user interface give Tesla vehicles a tech-savvy edge that many cheaper EVs struggle to match. Lastly, Tesla's manufacturing plans for the Model 2 could help keep costs down. The vehicle is rumored to be built in Mexico or China, using a next-generation manufacturing platform designed to reduce complexity and expense. If Tesla can truly streamline production, it may be able to compete on price more effectively than some expect. That said, there are several reasons why the Model 2 might not be an instant success. Tesla has never competed in the ultra-low-cost market before, and hitting that $25,000 target could mean cutting corners, something Tesla fans may not appreciate. Additionally, companies like BYD and Wuling have years of experience building cheap cars profitably. Tesla may struggle to match their efficiency and pricing. Moreover, global market differences could pose a challenge. A small EV that works well in China might not appeal to buyers in the US, and vice versa. Tesla tends to design its vehicles for broader markets, but it may need to tailor the Model 2 more specifically for urban centers and international buyers. There's also the issue of timing and delivery. Tesla has been known to overpromise and underdeliver on timelines. If the Model 2 takes too long to reach the market, cheaper competitors may continue gaining ground. Government policy and international trade tensions can also play a role. Tesla doesn't always benefit from subsidies or favorable treatment abroad, especially in countries that are actively trying to promote domestic automakers. In the end, the Tesla Model 2 is likely to sell, and sell well, if it delivers on its promise. Tesla has enough brand strength, technological advantage, and global interest to make a significant impact in the budget EV space. However, the competition is stronger than ever, and Tesla will need to move quickly, price smartly, and deliver a car that not only carries the Tesla name, but also meets the expectations of buyers looking for affordable, reliable electric mobility. If Tesla gets it right, the Model 2 could be another game changer, much like the Model 3 was. But if it falters or misses its mark, it could be outpaced by a wave of hungry EV startups already making waves in the under 25k segment. If you had the money and the chance, will you purchase this promising EV? Let's hear what you think in the section below. Subscribe to the channel for more.